on how Partha Chatterjee, a senior member of the Trinamool Congress, a minister himself, orchestrated a massive scam. The TMC cannot simply drop the former Neta like a hot potato, blame the agencies and look away. Tonight, they must answer straight questions. Here's the story and then we debate.
There were mountains of cash. There were arrests. And yet, there has been an attempt to blame the agencies.
সেন্ট্রাল এজেন্সি দিয়ে তুগলকি কাণ্ড চালাচ্ছে বাংলায়। বাংলার নামে বিজেপি বদনাম করে বেড়াচ্ছে। বাংলার নামে বদনাম করে যেহেতু জিততে পারেনি, আমাকে সরাতে পারেনি।
Republic TV accesses exclusively the charge sheet that was filed and produced by ED in the SSC scam case. And in this particular charge sheet, there are exclusive details, shocking details about Partha Chatterjee and Orpita Mukherjee and the amount of properties they had and how they were dealing with the whole SSC scam themselves. All those details in that charge sheet exclusively with Republic TV.
The BJP is claiming vindication.
অর্পিতা বলছেন পার্থর টাকা, আর পার্থ বলেছেন আমি যা কিছু করেছি এতদিন দিদিকে জিজ্ঞেস করেই করেছি, সিএম সব জানেন। তো লোকের সামনে পরিষ্কার হয়ে গেছে, একদিন সিএম নিজেকে বাঁচাবার চেষ্টা করতেন, গায়ে যাতে জল না লাগে, এখন তো জল পুরো মাথায় ঢেলে দিয়েছেন পার্থবাবু।
The Trinamool Congress cannot duck and deny the straight questions anymore. Let's debate.
Joining us on the debate tonight is Jaideep Majumdar and Nilanjan Das. In a short while from now, we'll also be joined in by Professor Manojit Mandal of the Trinamool Congress and Sanju Verma. I'll just quickly start before we get our lines correct with Nilanjan and Jaideep Majumdar. Nilanjan, 152 pages, massive disclosure. All this while, Trinamool Congress was saying that if you have evidence, put it out. Finish the investigation. Charge sheet is out.
Yes, but the Trinamool Congress is the only party that has suspended Mr. Partha Chatterjee from all his positions, and he is now suspended from the party. He is no longer a minister, and we have kept faith with the.
Okay. Okay,
Hello?
so I think so. We should just applaud Trinamool Congress, right? Now let me just tell you. I think so. When you say this, you should actually remember the number of people who were cheated, and simply by saying that, okay, look here, we have suspended, that's not really enough. Let's not forget the years that senior Trinamool Congress leader Mr. Partha Chatterjee was milking from this. Let me just quickly take this to Professor Manojit Mandal, and Sanju Verma can then respond. Professor Manojit Mandal, today, I've had innumerable debates with you on this very topic. Every time you have said the same thing. If there is proof, put it out. Tonight, we are coming with 152 pages of evidence. And in fact, Republic Media Network right from day one has only been talking on evidence. Now, let me just tell you, in fact, I can perhaps tonight, more than a debate, Professor Mandal, I can have a rapid fire with you. Because it's just very, very interesting. Sanju Verma, did you know that the primary teacher's job fixed, the rate card in West Bengal was how much? 7.5 lakh rupees. Then, it goes on. The numbers are so very interesting. Through the day, Republic Media Network was the first network to get their hands on this particular charge sheet, and I've been flabbergasted, simply flabbergasted, Professor Mandal, that even today you're going to say that we'll pass a resolution against the Enforcement Directorate. You should actually go and thank the Enforcement Directorate for exposing this corruption. 27.9 crore rupees. That's the cash amount. All this while, when these photographs, let's put out those photographs of the cash that was put out. All that while he said, prove the link between Partha Chatterjee and Orpita. Do you know what Orpita Mukherjee had to say? All money belongs to Partha Chatterjee. One line. Now, Professor Mandal, please tell me.
Do you know how much money was fixed for the Karnataka constable scam? Do you know how much money was fixed?
This is unfair.
The water
This is simply unfair, Professor Mandal. Professor Mondal, for someone of your stature, Professor Mondal, someone of your stature, it does not behove very good on your part to deflect it. If you want to talk about Karnataka, I'll have another debate with you tomorrow. We'll have another debate on Karnataka tomorrow, but tonight, very fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, we are talking about West Bengal.
You are fixing
We're talking
money
about West
for the
Bengal.
post in primary. I'll tell you. Do you know? Yeah, Ari, West Bengal is part of India. I'll talk about India. Do you know that 2 generations of the convicts in Haryana, father and son, are in jail,
not on Haryana.
and the grandson is in the government of BJP. Haryana. What is your problem? What is your problem? Yes, now come to Partha Chatterjee. Yes, we'll tell you the distinction. If this goes on, then I'll remain silent in the debate. I seek your indulgence, Mr. Anchor. Mr. Sen, I seek your indulgence. I cannot fight with this lady. I cannot fight with this very honorable but uncourteous lady who is known for her acrobatics on TV.
No, one second, Professor Mondal, 1 minute, Sanju, hold on, 1 second. Professor Mondal, on my debate. Professor Mondal, Sanju Verma, hold on, please. Professor Mondal, 1 minute. Please, I am... 1 minute, Sanju Verma, 1 minute. Professor Mondal, let me be very clear. 2 things. I am setting the ground rules as far as this debate is concerned. 1 minute. 1 minute, Sanju Verma. 1 minute, Professor Mondal, please. I have to shut you on this count. Professor Mondal, with due respect, we have been... No, 1 second, hold on, please. Professor Mondal, this heckling of co-panelists will not be allowed. Please do not pass any frivolous remarks. 1 minute, Professor Mondal. I have been dealing with it. With utmost patience. Please don't do it. I'm requesting you, please don't do it. If you want to deviate from the topic, please find another way by calling names. 1 minute, I'm not letting this happen, Professor Mondal. Please. I will not let this happen. If you are going to call names, this will not be allowed. Professor Mondal, if someone calls you name, I will intervene.
She's an extremely honorable lady, but
I have been saying this, but Professor Mondal, this is exactly what happens. This is exactly what is going to happen. I am asking you, Professor Mondal. Okay, Professor Mondal. You don't want Sanju Verma? Okay, I'm not bringing Sanju Verma. You want to do the debate with me directly? Because today I'm coming with enough facts to counter you. Please.
Yes.
Will you answer my question? You don't want to answer Sanju Verma's question? Don't answer.
Yes.
You don't want to answer? Don't answer, but answer my question then. You have a problem with the spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. As an anchor, I'm going to ask you this question. I'm asking you this question. Answer my question. Answer my question tonight.
Do.
Answer my question, Professor Mondal. Answer my question when I'm asking you. This is what the enforcement director says.
I am answering.
1 minute. All this while, what did you say? Should I take out those clips of those debates when you said, what is the link between Orpita and Partho? What is the link? Do you want to know 31 LIC policies in which Partho Chatterjee is the nominee?
What is your problem? Who is Partha Chatterjee?
Go ahead, Professor Mondal. Tonight,
we have taken just 5 days to sack this man
but let's
from
have
the
it
party.
1-to-1 then.
We have taken 4.5 days to sack him from the ministry. And the distinction, what action have you taken against Shubhendu Adhikari? What action have you taken against this Haryana's grandson? What action have you taken against Hemanta Biswa Sharma, Shivraj Singh Chauhan? There lies the distinction. Trinamool Congress is a party zero tolerance to corruption.
Is there a charge sheet?
Even before the charge sheeting.
Is there a charge sheet?
Hell with this charge sheet and Partha Chatterjee.
Is there a Calcutta High Court observation when Manik Bhattacharya,
even before the charge sheet, even before
how is it to hell with the charge sheet now? Professor Mondal, all this while you ask for evidence. Tonight when there is evidence, you don't want to answer those questions.
You people indulge in corruption. Nitish Pramanik Another name, 12 cases.
No, who's you people?
extortion,
I am
gold
coming.
equity,
Sorry,
murder, trafficking,
don't get me.
sexual harassment.
Professor Mondal.
You people
Professor
means
Mondal, I am
not
extremely
saying you.
neutral.
Are you
I am
BJP?
extremely
I'm
neutral.
addressing BJP.
Professor Mondal, don't do
How
this.
can you be
Don't
BJP? You are
don't
not
bracket me
BJP.
into.
I'm addressing
Don't
BJP.
bracket me.
You
Don't
people
you do
means
that.
BJP,
Don't
not
you
you
do that.
personally.
Don't bracket me.
Not
Sanju Varma.
you,
Now
sir,
the problem here is this.
personally.
Problem here is
I
this,
am
Professor
addressing the
Mondal. The
BJP.
moment you want to
No,
talk about
why
Shubhendu
are you
Adhikari,
jumping
please
the gun? Did I call
feel
you
free.
BJP person?
Go to the
I
Calcutta
won't
High
call
Court.
BJP.
Go to Calcutta High Court. When it came to the primary teachers, aren't you Professor Mondal today? I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed that today the political leaders don't feel the need. When you don't feel the need, you don't feel the need, Professor Mondal. When someone had to pay 7 lakh rupees to get 7 lakh rupees, 7 lakh rupees was given to none other than Partha Chatterjee for a position, for a teacher's position.
What action you have taken, sir? You have left him off. You have made him the
Sanju
leader
Varma.
of the opposition.
Sanju
you
Varma,
have
come in now.
taken him from
Sanju
TMC
Varma.
to make
Sanju
him
Varma
the
get.
leader of
Sanju
your
Varma
party.
respond.
That
Sanju
is
Varma
your
comes in. Sanju
standard
Varma.
of morality.
We'll try. We'll try and reconnect Sanju Varma, but Professor Mondal and Jaideep Majumdar. Is Sanju Varma?
Yes.
Sanju Varma. Sanju, if you can hear me. Okay, can I just get a quick response from Jaideep?
May I please come in?
Sanju, can you get, till the time we get
Yeah.
Sanju Varma on? Yeah, Sanju, I want you to
can hear
respond,
you
then
now.
I'll bring in Jaideep Majumdar. Now, it's very disheartening. It's very disheartening to see this kind of a response come. I really don't care. I really don't care about anything else right now, because tonight when you read this, your blood will boil, ladies and gentlemen, when someone has to pay 7 lakh rupees to get a teacher's job in the state of West Bengal, then there is a
May I
problem.
please come in? Shavan, I had some problem with the audio. I could not hear anything in the last 5 to 6 minutes. I hope
Go ahead.
now
Sanju, respond.
Mr. Mondal will not heckle me, because I don't know what exactly he said, but I can obviously gauge that he must be defending Partha Chatterjee for whatever it is worth. Let me just tell you one very important thing. Apart from the fact that Partha Chatterjee misused his position, there was abuse of power. The 172-page ED charge sheet talks about quid pro quo. It talks about money laundering. It talks about proceeds of crime. It talks about criminal intent. And it talks about criminal conspiracy. So the charges against Partha Chatterjee are very serious. And for anybody from the Trinamool Congress to sit here and give a bhashan saying, oh, we suspended him. You suspended Partha Chatterjee after you were pushed to the wall. And because the BJP did not relent, it kept exposing Partha Chatterjee, and Mamata Banerjee had absolutely no choice. If you really were interested in nailing Partha Chatterjee, I have one question to ask. The scam broke out in October 2021. You removed Partha Chatterjee as the education minister. But what did you do? Mamata Banerjee actually gave him a promotion. She gave him the portfolio of industry, portfolio of information technology, portfolio of commerce, portfolio of transportation. So basically, Partha Chatterjee se ek portfolio le liya aur 6 other portfolios you bestowed him with. That is incentivizing and institutionalizing corruption in high places, which is what is the DNA of Trinamool Congress under Mamata Banerjee. And I want to ask one question to Mr. Mondal. There are dummy companies that have been named by the ED, APA Utility Services, Ananta Taxpayers Private Limited, Viewmore High-Rise Private Limited, Zamira Sunshine Private Limited, Symbiosis Merchant Private Limited. And all these companies were dummy companies used as proxies to launder money by Partha Chatterjee. What do you have to say about all these companies, especially Symbiosis Merchant Private Limited, which
I doubt Professor Mondal is going to respond to any of these questions.
Can I answer?
990.
Absolutely, I will respond. I'm
Professor Mondal.
I'm raising my hand. I will respond.
Will you respond?
I
Can I
will respond.
Can you
Okay.
justify that?
Professor Mondal wants to.
Yes, of course.
Okay, Professor Mondal
Hello,
wants to finally
Mondal.
respond.
I
Professor
will
Mondal,
respond.
I'm really hoping.
First of
Professor
all,
Mondal,
madam.
you know, Sanju has brought out the technical aspects also. In terms of how the money was being routed.
He
Can
only
I have your
abandoned
Okay,
indulgence,
them.
madam?
one minute,
No, you
Sanju.
see,
I'll just add to what Sanju had to say. I'll just add to what Sanju had to say. I'll add to what Sanju had to say.
Mamata Banerjee would embrace Partha.
Okay, that's absolutely
She would
right. When
welcome Anubrata.
Trinamool Congress had to act only when
So don't sit here and give a
You seem
bhash
to be
to
on
the
an automatic
BJP.
mode. Let me
I
answer.
want questions on
Oh,
Partha
madam,
No, they wanted
Banerjee.
to. They wanted to welcome Anubrata Mondal also. But the fact of the matter is that. The fact of the matter is that.
Continuously supported by Mamata Banerjee despite a
She
clear
seems to be in automatic mode.
Professor Mondal.
Despite a clear case
Switch her off, switch her off. She seems to be in
Okay,
automatic
Professor
mode.
Mondal. Professor Mondal.
She seems to be in
No,
automatic
I'm
mode.
not
She's
switching off
asking
anyone.
question.
I
Let me know.
did not
Let
switch
me
you off.
answer.
Why will I switch her off?
Oh my God.
Okay, Sanju
And how do I
Verma.
answer
Sanju
if
Verma,
she's
hold
in
on.
automatic
Sanju
mode?
Verma has brought up. Okay.
Tell me, why did you not want a
Okay,
CBI
1 minute.
inquiry?
Professor Mondal, will you also then answer one more
Arey,
question?
please switch yourself
Okay, there are
off.
two
Then I
questions.
answer
Two
now.
questions that emerges from here. Sanju Verma is
Switch
saying.
yourself off. Then I answer.
Sanju Verma has made a point. Now you can respond. But Professor Mondal, please answer this question also of mine. Please answer this question of mine. You have a man called. Okay, Sanju, 1 minute. Sanju, I want to add. I want to add one more thing.
She seems to be in automatic mode.
Free. Partha Chatterjee would have
No,
brought
1 minute.
Stop her
1
first.
minute.
How do I
Sanju Verma, you made your point. Sanju, you made a point. I just want to add to this.
Oh God.
1 second, Sanju, hold on.
Look at her.
Sanju, hold on. Okay.
How can she hold
Sanju.
on? Look at her. She's asking questions, but she's
Sanju,
not allowing me to
1 minute.
answer. Oh my God.
Professor
What
Mondal,
is it?
Professor.
Arey, please stop this.
Okay,
Please stop this automatic.
Jaideep and Professor Mondal can come in now.
I know my name. Let me answer the question.
Professor Mondal, 1 minute. You can now
I'll answer
respond.
her question.
You respond. Please respond. Please go ahead.
Arey, how do I
Sanju, hold
respond?
on.
This is
Allow
not the way
Professor
debate
Mondal to
happens.
respond and
Please
then
stop her
Jaideep can
first.
come in. Go ahead, Ms. Professor Mondal.
What is
Please
it?
go ahead. Please go ahead.
I tell you, first of all, we
Go
did
ahead,
not
Professor
suspend
Mondal, go ahead.
Partha Chatterjee. We have expelled him. We have expelled him from the party in 4.5 days. What you have done, Nitish Pramanik, Shubhendu Adhikari, you showed that corruption broke out in 2016. It was televised from your party office in Calcutta, middle of March 2016. That's why the corruption broke out, Narda case. Now it is under investigation of CBI, under the direction of the Supreme Court. What have you done? You have left him. After that, in December 2020, we have taken him into the party. You have made him the face of BJP in Bengal. You are lecturing us about political morality. It's shame. Shame on BJP. Shame on BJP and shame on such hypocrisy. What are you talking about?
And
Mamtadi's life
kudos
has been
to
an
you,
example.
Professor Mondal.
40 years of struggle and trial.
Okay.
And that's
Jaideep,
why the party was built.
by that logic-
Now this party is being
by that logic-
handled by the rising,
Okay, by that
rising
logic,
star
okay,
of
Professor
Indian
Mondal
politics,
tonight
Mr.
only
Abhishek
wants
Banerjee.
tonight
You
wants
are
only
jealous of
appreciation.
him.
Professor
You are
Mondal,
jealous
you
of TMC's right.
want the
That's why you have
appreciation.
targeted
Professor
singularly,
Mondal,
you have targeted
no one is
TMC.
going to
Every four of the opposition political leaders.
No, 1 second. Singularly, Professor Mondal, there is a larger debate here. There is a larger debate here. Professor Mondal, you may want appreciation. Jaideep, take a look at this. Jaideep, take a look at this. Professor Mondal, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Someone of your stature. 1 second. Professor Mondal, someone of your stature is not acknowledging the fact. Professor Mondal, tonight I thought as a professor also you will respond, not just as a party spokesperson.
Acknowledgement of corruption.
Professor Mondal, you know the
cannot
hardships
be
that many have to go
one-way
through.
traffic.
1
It's
second.
an
Professor
exchange,
Mondal,
it's a
for once, just
transaction,
keep aside
it
your
is
political
rampant
affiliation also.
in
No?
Indian
You're also a
politics.
human being. You're also a human being.
BJP is
Professor
the
Mondal,
biggest
imagine a
corrupt
situation
party in this
that you're
country.
life-saving. 1 second. Professor Jaideep, imagine this situation. You know, the problem here is that Professor Mondal, I was really expecting a lot from you tonight. Because I was really hoping, not just as a political party spokesperson, but also as someone, as a professor, someone of your stature would have understood if a man called Samar Kumar Haldar, he had to get in touch with a man called Abani Mondal. He was given an assurance of providing primary teachers job with a new panel that would be made in the year 2018 in lieu of 7 lakh rupees. And this would have been done over a period of time. So what does he do? This man, whatever lump sum money that he has in multiple batches, gives this money to Abani Mondal and tells him that, look here, I need the job. Now imagine a situation right now, Jaideep. There are several others whom we are given to understand from this particular charge sheet who are the deserving ones who are completely left out, because it turns out questions were manipulated, the worksheets were manipulated, everything was manipulated. Jaideep.
Yeah. See, what is very unfortunate is all this whataboutery and the blame game and trying to deflect attention away from Partha Chatterjee and the charge sheet. See, no one in Bengal believes that Partha Chatterjee pocketed the entire sum of money that was collected from all the from all the applicants and from all the people who got jobs. It is well known. See, West Bengal is a police state. The CM keeps tabs on everybody. She would have definitely known what was going on. And and no one in Bengal, as I said, believes that Partha Chatterjee was the sole beneficiary of this. The best way to, unearth the whole thing is to shift the case out of Bengal, take Partha Chatterjee out of Bengal, interrogate him outside Bengal, and he will spill all the beans. Number two, none of us has to pronounce that the TMC is steeped in corruption. Mamata Banerjee herself acknowledged that the TMC is corrupt. Her own party is corrupt. When she told her people to return the cut money that they had, taken from people, and the chief spokesperson of the Trinamool, Kunal Ghosh, is on record saying that Mamata Banerjee is the fountainhead of corruption. What else? What other certificate do you need to say that the Trinamool is steeped in corruption right from top to bottom? Everyone.
No, Nilanjan will never be satisfied. Nilanjan says that, no, Nilanjan, I never said, at no point in time did I say that the charge sheet is the final word. But having said that, anyone can understand. Someone who understands investigations will actually tell you that if you read this particular charge sheet, and one second, hold on, Nilanjan, I'm not a drawing room analyst. One second, Nilanjan. No, Nilanjan, don't teach me.
No, how many shows have you done on Shubhendu Adhikari? You have to tell me.
I doubt you have ever read one single charge sheet for you to even understand. One second, don't teach me, Nilanjan. Don't teach me.
Because you cannot answer.
Have you ever read one single charge sheet? Have you read a single charge sheet in your lifetime? If you haven't, let me just tell you one more thing. There is something called corroborative evidence. It is not like Alice in Wonderland that you come in and write whatever you want to write. That's not how it works.
How many shows? And I want to ask this BJP spokesperson. She was howling and heckling the TMC spokesperson. I just want to ask
No, one second. When I'm asking you a specific question, Jaideep will tell you. I think so. Jaideep has even read.
No, can she
Don't you have the heart?
Going to accept Partha Chatterjee? Because BJP is the biggest washing machine in India.
First you said, Nilanjan, can I remind you your own argument that what is the link between Partha Chatterjee and Orpita?
Yes,
should I remind you? That was your line of argument.
It has not been upheld by the court. And again, you are engaging in this media trial.
Still is there. Now let me just tell you. You want to know the link? You want to know? You please tell me. Okay, if I was linked. Now please ask Sanju Verma. Will she? No, one second. Will Sanju Verma make me her nominee in all her LIC policies? She's not known to me. She wouldn't have.
Shravan, why can't the BJP?
She wouldn't have made me a nominee. No. Nilanjan. Sanju Verma does not. I only anchor here. Sanju Verma knows me as an anchor, but is not my relative. Who would you really make a nominee? Please tell me. 31 LIC. 31 LIC policies. LIC is the last thing. LIC is the last thing. There are many more things. Shrodha may not want to say this. say this even in enforcement director's custody, but Orpita spilled the beans. Orpita spilled the beans.
Having this habit of being the judge, jury, and executioner. Stop this
May I
media
please
trial.
come in? These
BJP
guys
has
are
no
blaming
local
for the
standard to talk
content
about corruption. BJP is neck deep in corruption.
Oh my God, who's this man?
Okay.
Do we
I'm
need
running
him?
out of time, but I'm running out of time. But thank you very much, Nilanjan. No matter how much evidence we put across, for you, everything is a media trial. For you, the problem is that you only want us to clarify. You don't want the media to ask questions. We are asking questions. There is a difference between asking questions and doing a media trial, Nilanjan. Next time, please come a little prepared. And what I'll do is perhaps help you out understanding how to read one particular charge sheet that will help you. Thank you very much, Nilanjan Das, Professor Monijit Mondal, Jaideep Majumdar and Sanju Verma for joining us on this debate.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
As a crucial hearing on hijab continues in the Supreme Court, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta argued before the Apex Court that the hijab controversy is part of a larger conspiracy. He has also stated that the hijab protest was not spontaneous. The Republic newsbreak echoes in the Supreme Court. Earlier, PFI Offshoot Campus Front of India had admitted role to the hijab controversy on Republic. Now, the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta argued that the controversy broke out after a movement started by the Popular Front of India to start wearing hijab on social media. Republic has accessed the charge sheet filed by the ED in the Bengal job scam. ED has filed a 152-page charge sheet in the case. Former Minister of Mamata Banerjee Cabinet, Partha Chatterjee, has been named as the #1 accused, and his close aide, Arpita Mukherjee, named as accused #2.